Welcome, welcome. How are you guys doing today? So, we're going to be talking about relationships, marriage, friendship, um, children and parents, different, just different relationships. So, hold on one second. Let me see. Make sure everything is correct on my end here. Okay, so that's what we're talking about, different relationships. Okay, so I'm going to start with this story. I'm pretty sure you guys heard it. I've said it before, and I'm going to read it again. Give me a second. Somebody threw me off my game. They thought I put a laughing emoji, but I put a heart. I don't know who put the laughing emoji, but it was not me. Anyway, so okay, let me pull it up. Okay, so you're going to see me looking to the side because I have my monitor over here. So it says, my husband is mourning his dead mistress. 3 months ago, the woman who was having an affair with my husband died suddenly from an accident. I found out about the affair only 2 days after her funeral. I thought she was simply a coworker, and I was wondering why my husband was so disturbed and emotional. He quit his job saying it was too traumatic to go to work. She was in her early weeks of pregnancy when she died, and my husband doesn't know whether he or her husband was the father. So on top of everything, he's also grieving for a baby which may or may not be his. Sorry. I find it extremely difficult to be emotionally supportive when he wakes up at 3 a.m. crying and trembling. Yet I don't have the heart to yell at him yet like I want to. He said he says she's dead, so there's no reason for me to feel jealous or threatened, and asks for my understanding as he grieves. We barely talked these last weeks because I don't know how to respond to my husband when he cries and says he misses her and wishes she was here. Then also how much he loves me and that he never intend to leave me. I asked him to visit the marriage therapist together, and he said he's not ready to work on our marriage and thinks he needs to see a grief therapist instead. Do I need to give him time to mourn the loss of his mistress, or should I demand he focuses on our marriage? What do you guys think? This is crazy. Why would you even ask a question like that? Like, boot him. He's been cheating on you. Yes, she's passed. You have nothing to worry about anymore because she's gone. But that doesn't mean that he's not going to do it again. And she had to find out after she passes. That's how she finds out. That's crazy. I don't understand half of these women what they do around here. Hey, Precious, how are you? Uh, oh no, Jocelyn, if you want to hop on, you can. You don't have to talk about that, but if you want to hop on, you can. So yeah, that's what's going on in this world. You got women who are questioning themselves if they should just let them go through it, or should we just go ahead and tell them, hey, I want to go see a marriage counselor. I get it. You've been married. I don't know how long they were married. They never really specified how long they were married, but she's she's going through these emotions because she just found out that her husband has been cheating on her and that he could possibly be having a baby with this woman. She dies, God be with her and her child if she was pregnant, and depending on whoever. I mean, even if it's the dad, if it's her husband's or her own husband's, God be with them. But at the same time, you're questioning if you should just go ahead and have like demand that he goes to a therapist or go to or like let him go through it. Neither one of those, ma'am, because he's going to do it again. Once they do this kind of thing, and then he had to be like, I can't say in love with her, but he must have had deep feelings for her for him to say he's grieving over her and he's crying and he's trembling and going through all these different processes of losing someone. I get it. I understand you lose someone, you do grieve. But your wife finds out that that's how you cheated on her. I mean, like, come on, that's crazy. Okay, let me pull up another story. If you guys have any questions or if you want to talk about anything, hop on the panel. I already put the link in the chat, but I will be talking about different stories and having like little short stories on here. This is what this is about. An act. What is an act? Naomi, would you like to hop on here? All right. If you think your relationship is totally bonkers, we've got news for you. We've got absolutely nothing on these stories from Reddit relationship forum. That's where I'm getting this information right here. So in case you somehow live under a internet rock, let us explain a bit more about one of our Reddit most entertaining subs on our relationships. Average men and women from around the globe can log on and ask strangers for love advice. No, he was probably putting on an act. Yeah, he probably could have been. Hi, Phyllis. How are you? Thank you for coming, sweetie. Um, let's see. So women around the world, around the globe can log on and ask strangers for love advice, share the ups and downs of partnership, and laughs their asses off at the other people, romantic misfortunes. Sometimes the stories. Oops, locked it. Let's see, where was I at? Sometimes the stories are just so out there, it's hard to believe that they're true. So here's one. Let's see. Here we go. The girl who wants to leave her boyfriend for mansplaining Game of Thrones. So basically, he's been playing games. He's a gamer. All Reddit users, oops, wanted to do was all I wanted to do is enjoy a few good episodes of Game of Thrones. Oh, that's the TV show, right? Okay, I'm sorry, that's the TV show with her man. But he apparently would rather explain each and every episode to her in great detail instead. So instead of letting her watch it, he's sitting there telling her everything about it. That's crazy. Okay, so I've told him that I've read the books. Whether he processed this, I thought I was lying. I don't know. I don't know that he has not read a song of ice and fire. Excuse me, ice and fire. I do know that he thinks he knows more about series than I do. This is hilariously false. But his enthusiasm was really cute when we first got together. Excuse me. I didn't mind at all that he wanted to talk and talk and talk about what he thought what was going to happen. When even, excuse me, see this thing keeps turning off. I'm sorry, you guys. Um, let's see, where was I at? See, okay, okay. Even if that meant he was talking over me at times, this was like watching red wedding reaction videos all over again. Since then, it has lost its appeal, especially since after an episode ends. He has for me, he has for me, he has some, sorry, he has for some reason started to feel the need to recap it for me, like I managed to process absolutely nothing about the last hour. I acknowledge that I effed up. Yeah, she put the word in there. I effed up, not speaking up about not needing him to do this for me. Still, even when the stick was worn paper thin. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's a stick and she misspelled it. I don't know. He clearly enjoys explaining, I guess. I didn't want to take that away from him. Then she says, then I did, and I was a mega B about it. I was frustrated after he shot down what is 99.9% fact after the last episode and ended up raising my voice when he pushed his theory in front of the company. So now there's healthy dose of embarrassment on top of my guilt too. Well, his friend agreed with me. After that he shut down. Later he was super cold to me when I tried to apologize for raising my voice. I wouldn't even say good morning. Wait. Oh, he wouldn't say good morning to me today when we both woke up and getting ready to go to work. And now he only texts to say to not wait up for him tonight. So what do you guys think of that? Sounds like they're going to have a problem over a TV show. They're literally arguing over a TV show. This is crazy. I know I should have probably spoken up earlier or not said anything at all. I'm just not sure how to navigate this now. Do I go back to just shutting up? No, you don't. Say what you feel like. Why would you even like hold back on that? If it bothers you, you need to say something. Don't just let your feelings about something just linger, because all it's going to do is blow up in your relationship, in your face, in his face. It's just going to blow up. Um, do I go back and just, okay, shutting up? Is it too late to continue to pretend not to get what's happening on the show? I just don't want to be frozen out. So she's just saying she doesn't want him to shut her out, basically. And he's shutting her out over a TV show. This is crazy. So if I have a problem, I'm going to talk it out. You don't just let it just linger, because that's like probably the worst thing to do is to let things linger. Naomi, I see that you enjoy talk shows also. Oh, so anyway, so let me say hi to everybody before I keep going here. Hey Shay, how are you, sweetie? How you doing? Naomi, Phyllis, I spoke to you earlier, and again, thank you for coming in. Jocelyn, thank you. Let's see who else is in here. I think that's me at the top up there. Okay, so this is the next story. The man who just wants to get rid of his wife, terrible Riance's painting. Hold on. I guess he was trying to get rid of some of her paintings. Um, let's see. There are bad gifts, and then there are terrible, awful, just burnt it instead gifts. Wow. And the latter includes personalized I can't get that word for some reason. It's just not, it's making my tongue twist. Anyway, paintings of you and your wife. Wow. So this is something about his wife. This is what? Okay. So you bring pictures of your wife to another marriage? Okay. Somebody please help Reddit users, Jimmy Ray Reddit. Oops. Jimmy Ray Red figure out a way to dump the paintings deep into the woods or at the bottom of the lake, or accidentally throw them into the fire for him. She is upset. Oh, she's upset. So my brother-in-law is a decent amateur artist, but nothing great. This Christmas shortly, excuse me. This Christmas, short of money, I imagine um he's a doctor student, PhD student. He decided to paint us a surprise gift. The painting of of let me see, painting is of my wife, and as I dressed as a medieval knight and lady. I'm sorry, you guys. I have been told it is because my wife likes the no, bald at Tamlin, and I am a fan of the pre. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go to the next story because they got some weird words in here that I've never even seen before. So I'm gonna go to the next one. How about that? That one's just no. That's a no no. A guy with 2-inch insecurity. Okay, let's see what that means. All right, so this is going to sound pretty, excuse me, super petty, but I think it looks weird when a girl is taller than a guy than the girl's width. Normally, it's never a problem for me. I am 5'10", and the girls I've dated, so this is a guy, the girls I've always dated happen to be around 5'3", 5'6". This girl I'm dating now, though, is 5'8". It wasn't a problem when we first met because she was wearing flats and I was wearing boots. So I didn't even think about it. Now that we're dating, she constantly wants to wear heels anytime we go anywhere. Now she's towering over me and I hate it. When we first went out, I didn't want to start off on a wrong foot, so I didn't say anything except just wow, you're tall already then. And now it's been 2 months and she's still doing it. I've spoken to her about it, saying that I hate how it makes us look. And she keeps saying it's fine and that I'm being stupid for thinking it looks bad. Wow. So this guy does not like her wearing heels. Yeah, that is his fault. Exactly. Uh, that's so this guy here does not want this woman to wear heels because it makes him look short, or not short, but she towers over him. So he likes women that are shorter than him, but this one likes to wear heels and she towers over him. So I wonder how she probably wears, like, what, 4-inch heels or something, or maybe higher. What's the highest heels? Do you guys know? Because I don't wear heels, so I wouldn't know. So this is what he's saying. So basically, he doesn't like the idea of her wearing heels. He told her already, and she's like, it doesn't look stupid. That's basically in his head. So this is insecurity, is that she's a little taller than him. Get over it and get already, dude. Yeah, exactly, Shay. Exactly. I don't understand some of these people. Like, why would they even have these stories? This is a crazy story. So that crazy cat lady to the end of all crazy cat ladies. Okay, let's see what they're talking about. I've had my cat since he was 6 months old. He was unadoptable rescue. He had so-called um, unsurvivable n- uh, pneumonia. And when healthy, was nothing but fear aggression. I was basically cat hospice. Wow, okay, that's cool. You're taking care of a cat that's ill, deadly ill. Yes. Well, he lived and he loved. He's the purriest, snuggliest, sweetest cat. He is now a chubby 16-year-old with arthritis, treated with Desiquin, when which has helped immensely. Oh goodness, give me a second, please. I got a call. Sorry about that. All right, guys. So let me get back to this. Give me 1 second. I got to send this to my husband. I've sent this contact to my husband, I don't know how many times already, and he still can't seem to keep it. All right. There we go. Okay. So let's see. Back to where we were. Okay. So let's see. Let me see what we have in the chat. Uh, Phyllis says, I have so many friends named Shay, LOL, and was at their house this morning. Oh, that's cool. Naomi says, Phyllis, some I do. Let's see. Hey, Shay. Naomi says, hey, Shay. If you didn't see it, I'm pretty sure you did. Okay, so where were we at now? Before we got interrupted. Okay, so he said he has, we read that part. Okay, lived 16 years without arthritis. Okay, so we used to live in a first floor apartment where we could sit outside and I could read and he could be on his tie out. I guess the leash, they call that tie out, maybe. Yeah, the cats. um, let's see. So he could be on his tie out and watch birds. So I guess that would be a leash, a type of leash, maybe. Now we don't anymore. Shortly before his 16th birthday, he slipped and fell off the bathroom vanity. Whoa, I didn't see it happen. I only saw the cat who couldn't stand without screaming afterward. Oh. We rushed him to the vet, and miraculously, nothing was broken, but the left, but that, but that left the question of what did he do? So he's talking about the cat, I'm assuming. What did he do? Even in a bad sprain, it may always be weak and may never walk normally again or walk at all. Um, if he tore a tendon or ligament, it was basically over. Orthopedic surgeries and senior cats don't usually end well. Wow, that's sad. For a week and a half, we brought him food and water. Excuse me. We gave him his pain meds. We set him in a litter box. Oh wait, we set him. Oh my goodness, why would they do that? We set him in the litter box and held him up. Oh, to let him go to the bathroom. So they kind of helped him go to the bathroom. It's a boy. I said him. I heard, but I meant him. We lifted him onto and off the bed. It was basically a cat nursing home up in here. Just when we thought we would never get up again. Excuse me. He would never get back up again. He did actually exactly that. Then he walked a few steps. Then it was a cat PT, I guess, physical therapy, making him go a little further every day, getting his strength up. A month later, aside from sitting over on one hip when he sits, you would never know he had ever been hurt. Wow, that cat is strong. For his 16th, I loaded him into the car, which he doesn't mind at all, and I took him to a park by the lake. He spent a couple of hours watching ducks and warming his old bones in the sun. That's cool. That's so cute. Okay. So my boyfriend was um indignant. Yeah, he was indignant how the cat doesn't even know it's his birthday. What a waste of time. Who does that? Etc. etc. No, he doesn't know it's his birthday, but he knows he's doing something he enjoys. He knows his he he knows he feels better than he had been. He knows things. He knows those things. Now it's 3 months later, and my boyfriend is still on about cat birthday outings. Uh, indignant. I guess that's what she said. It's IDGI. I guess she was making it in short for indignant. He helped her. Excuse me. He helped care for him when he was injured and did probably more than I did because I worked 10-hour shifts. So I guess staying home to care for an injured cat isn't crazy, excuse me, isn't crazy cat person, but taking the cat to the park is. I mean, there's whole parks devoted to dogs where dogs can see their dog friends. So what's weird about taking a cat out for one afternoon? He's really starting to make me feel like it about it. Wow. Okay. Well, that cat's been through it, but it's making it. That cat's making it. So that's a good thing. At least we got some kind of understanding there. Yeah, I'm not going to do that one. That was sillier than I just did. That the one I did is silly enough. The guy who put his girlfriend in a truly itty situation. So they're talking about a S situation. So let's see. How do 25F make my boyfriend 22M understand that this is gross? Let's see if this one's long. No, it's not long. Okay. So the thing is, my boyfriend and I have extremely different cleaning standards, and there's things I find completely disgusting that he thinks are just fine, and this is one of them. We hang out naked in our place a lot. Whoa. Okay. TMI. And he was wrapped in a blanket yesterday and farted. I hate to say that word, but anyway, farted. And then immediately went to the bathroom, and I realized there was a bunch of small stains there where his butt, had been. That's nasty. So, yeah, there was a bit of poop there. That's nasty. Why are you doing that? That's like TMI. That's putting them way out there. I thought it was kind of funny, but gross enough not to use the blanket anymore until it had been washed. I wouldn't even use it then. That's nasty. Sorry. That's grown stuff. I could understand baby stuff, but grown stuff, yeah, that's kind of gross. Let's see. Um, and he said it was okay to use, but F it. I tossed it aside. That's nasty. Yeah, I know, right? This is so disgusting. Hey, Jeanette, how are you? That's just, thank you. Thank you, sweetie. That's just disgusting. Woo! I can't help but laugh at this one. Then today, after we discussed it a bit further, excuse me, a bit further, and I made it clear to a poopy blanket was gross. I saw him wearing it again while he was cooking something for me. Of course, I feel disgusted, and I said I won't eat something that's made by someone wrapped in poopy blanket, but he thinks I'm being unreasonable. That's disgusting. Jeanette, hop on. This is nasty. Hold on. Let me send if you guys would like to hop on. Phyllis, Shay, Jeanette, anybody wants to hop on, here you go. That's nasty. Ugh. Okay. So I am turning into Reddit peeps because I need to know, am I really being unreasonable or am I right thinking it's gross? It's disgusting. Not just gross, but disgusting. Ugh. Okay, so the next one is the girl whose boyfriend won't stop with the baby talk. Hop on. Whoever wants to hop on. Hey, Jeanette. Hello, hello.
Hey,
How you doing, sweetie? Girl, this dude is gross that we just did that one.
I
I,
didn't hear the whole thing.
he did
So,
he called himself farting, but he pooed it on a blanket. and he's telling her she's being unreasonable because she threw it to the side. I would have threw it away. I wouldn't have even thrown it to the side. I would have threw it away. Oh, hold on,
He
Phyllis.
would have been doing laundry
He
and throwing that away.
No, that would have been gone. I would have threw that away. That's
No, I mean,
adult poop, not baby poop,
he
but
would
adult poop.
have thrown the blanket away, but he would have been washing everything else that wasn't touched just
Right.
because.
Yeah, exactly. So like he thinks he's farting, but he ends up doing something else, and then she's like, "Oh, that's gross," and he's telling her she's being unreasonable because she threw it to the side. And like, no, you should have threw it away. That's how. That's nasty. I'm sorry. So the girl whose boyfriend won't stop with the baby talk. Sorry, I stutter so much. I'm just not a loud reader, and I do end up doing this stuttering. Um, my partner of 2 years constantly baby talks. At first, it was cute, but not anymore. It's embarrassing. I recently started working in the city, so we commute to and from work together during peak times every morning on the train. He'd repeatedly tell me he repeatedly needs to poo. Oh my God, here goes another poo. In a kidding voice, in a kitty voice, he's done. This is every effing day since I started the job. That's nasty. That's nasty. Okay, that's nasty. Recently, we
I'm on
were on the,
lunchtime.
huh?
Talking to somebody else.
Oh, okay. How you doing today, Phyllis?
Doing fine. How you guys
Good.
doing?
I'm doing good. She fell off, but she'll get back on. She probably backed out on accident. She'll get back on. Let's see. Yeah, the link is down there. So recently we were on the train home, and he kept doing the kissy sounds to get me to kiss him. And of course, this guy standing next to me kept glancing at us weirdly the whole time. One time a lady hit me with a huge bag, so he kept pretending to spit in her bag. And another lady saw it and was giggling. So what? That's nasty.
Why is
Even
she
if you were
putting up with
pretending to
this
spit,
man?
that's nasty, right?
Why
This
is
is
she
on Reddit.
right? Why is she continue to put up with this?
I have no idea. This is nasty. Then she says, I don't know how to tell him to stop this behavior because it's gotten out of hand. I'm sick of starting my mornings hearing about how badly he needs to take a poop 100 times. When I tell him that I was tired of hearing it, he starts pouting and says, I don't love him. Oh no, he's acting like the woman part of it. Not saying that the woman would say that part, but like about the pooping thing, the one that likes to have all that attention. That's what he sounds like. Um, let's see. I'm at my wits' end. Now, can I tell him to stop without hurting his feelings? Yes, you can. You don't have to deal with that if you don't want to. You have a choice. That's
But
what
you
I
know
say.
what? The reason why she does not tell him, she's afraid of losing him. So she
Yeah.
has some issues too here.
Yeah, it's probably what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably what it is. Like, I mean, like, why would you allow that to keep going and going and going? Like, I don't know. The guy who definitely getting catfished. Okay, let's see what this one's about. My best friend was falling deep in love with what is most certainly a catfish, but he won't listen to me. How to make him snap out of it. Okay. 135M, I guess male. They're saying, okay, so that's what they mean by FL and M. They're talking about male and female. Okay, now I get it. Okay, so 35M, which is male, excuse me, like, feel like, excuse me, I'm losing my best friend, 36 male. About 4 months ago, my best friend from childhood started talking to this girl, 34 female. He met on OK Cupid. She sent him pictures and she's stunning. She tells him she has only been with one other guy. She's a virgin. Yeah, sure. Okay. Is a vegan just like him, plays the same sports as him, was a nurse practitioner, and recently got her license to practicing medicine as an MD, medical doctor, and most fishy of all, won't video chat with him. Yeah, that's kind of a red flag right there. Okay, that's definitely a red flag.
That's a pole.
Right? That's yeah,
That's-
red pole. Yeah, a flag with a pole with a red flag. Exactly. Not like a little one, but a big
A
one.
big one.
Yeah, big one. They were supposed to meet in person a couple months ago, but she took a trip out of town, and all of a sudden, her dad had a stroke, and mom got cancer within a month of each other. Here we go with the lies. Doesn't
Catfish.
this sound like Angelica Mendez with all these lies? That's what it sounds like to me.
Catfish.
Catfish, for real catfish. More like a whale, because she's
know that's right.
lying here.
Real line.
Within a month of each other. So she went across the country to take care of them. Sure. She
Right.
says she doesn't want to video chat because she says she wants the first time they meet to be special, and says that she's old fashioned like that. Right.
Right.
Sure. Yeah. Let's see. She's from the Philippines and says she's very traditional. I told him at least ask her to take a picture of herself with a date or his name or something as proof, and he told me her camera broke on her cell phone. Oh, here goes another one. Here's another one. He wants me to take her for her word until he meets her and sees her for himself. Okay, yeah, no. We're not doing this. Definitely catfish. Definitely. She's apparently got a job as a doctor at the same hospital her dad is staying at. Sure. I know what you're saying.
No, that's
Call the hospital. Exactly. Call the hospital and confirm that there's no doctor by that name working there, right? Well, the hospital she used to be at when she was nearby, I called it and I asked if someone with her name worked there, and I got no name. Whoa. Lies. She got busted. But she told my friend that she worked for an agency that places doctors. Yeah, no. That sounds really weird right there as well. Let's see. That can go from one hospital to another to the next, and that's why they didn't have her name in the registry. Lies again.
I'm sure they didn't.
Boy, she keep coming up with these good ones, right? I mean, only an idiot would believe her, though. I mean, I'm not saying people are idiots. I don't like using that word, but that, somebody got to be an idiot to listen to this kind of mess and keep going with it and believing it.
Gullible.
Yes, gullible. Thank you. Not an idiot, but gullible. Thank you for that's a better word. They talk on the phone and text 24/7. Go to sleep on the phone together. Wake up together and continue talking. He definitely is committed. He's definitely in a committed relationship with some female on the other end, but I have no idea what's going on. We don't know if it's a female. It could be a male playing with him. Okay. Let's see. It's so real. They already plan to move in together, have kids, etc. I keep trying to tell him to open his eyes, go meet her, etc. But he doesn't want to do it without her permission. What? He told me he's actually fallen in love with her, and I feel like he almost doesn't want to crush the vision, and doesn't want to crush the vision, and I'm really worried about him. Okay, well, yeah. He even told me that if she's been lying, he'd still give her a chance if she explains herself. What?
Well, he got issues too.
Okay, so now we're not from gullible. We are idiots now, right? Because he's beyond gullible.
So many unhealthy people in the world.
Yes, they are. Definitely. They tell each other they love each other all the time. They are constantly texting, I miss you, I love you, etc. And they haven't met.
I gotta charge it up some more.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre. Yes, it is bizarre. You need to tell your friend, get out real quick. Get out.
You going to the bathroom first?
So what do you think it is, Jeanette?
I just got back, so I don't have a judgment.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you know, it's hard for me to answer because being in a relationship, stuff like that, coaches.
Mm-hmm.
After Dev and I see the big picture here, and the big picture, these may not be real people. If they are, they're some very unhealthy people.
Yes. Yes, definitely. Definitely unhealthy. All right, so these are I Can't Believe You're Mine. Okay, so these are like little stories. I don't know why they call them little because they're not that little. I mean, yeah, I guess they're little. Okay, so it says, I can't believe you're mine. It was a glorious, colorful autumn. We just left the coffee shop. When we walked by, he had giggled and pulled me inside, saying, Come on, let's be basic white girls and get some pumpkin spice. What? What? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I don't like coffee. I never had. But when I said, I don't know why I said he. Hold on. When we walked by, she giggled and pulled me inside, saying, Come on, let's be basic white girls. Oh, okay. She, not he. Sorry. I don't like coffee. I never had. But I don't know why I keep saying he, because I'm so into talking about men on this thing that I keep saying he. But um, when she handed me my cup and looked into my eyes while I tried it, it was the best thing I'd ever tasted. My hand still tingled where she grabbed it. Okay, no, we're not gonna do this one.
What are we talking about?
I
Talk about
don't
some.
know what this one is because I don't want to do that one.
That's a sexual one right there, huh?
Yeah, that's a little sexual.
Those are buzzwords. How you doing, Jeanette?
Yeah. How about we
Good.
just talk
How are
about
you?
random things? Let's just talk about random things because these ones I think are a little more explicit on, let's see, how I didn't know what I was missing. Okay, that might be another one. See, I don't know why they saying these are like little stories, but they look like little stories that I don't need to be saying on here. But okay, let's just talk about things. Okay, so the main thing is Jeanette, do you remember me reading this story? Hold on, let me pull it up. About the husband and the wife. Did you hear about that, Phyllis? Did you hear the story when I
No.
read it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, let me read that one.
Was that from the beginning? At the beginning of the
Yes,
stream? Okay,
yes,
now I
ma'am.
don't remember that one. That sounds juicy.
Yeah, that one is like,
Yesterday or a couple of days ago, right?
yeah, yesterday. I think I read it yesterday. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I just like it that much because I'm still dumbfounded by this story of theirs. So this is what it says. My husband is mourning his dead mistress. Okay, her husband is mourning his dead mistress. 3 months ago, the woman who was having an affair with my husband died suddenly from an accident. I found out about the affair only 2 days after her funeral. I thought she was simply a coworker, and I was wondering why my husband was so disturbed and emotional. Yeah, he quit his job saying it was too traumatic to go to work. Yep, that's what he did. She was in her early weeks of pregnancy when she died. My husband doesn't know whether he or her husband was the father. So, on top of everything, he's also grieving for a baby which may or may not have been his. I find it extremely difficult to be emotional supportive when he wakes up at 3 a.m. crying and trembling. Yet I don't have the heart to yell at him like I want to. He says he's dead. Wait, I'm sorry. He says she's dead. I don't know why I said he's dead. He said she's dead. So there's no reason for me to feel jealous or threatened, and asks for my understanding as he grieves. We've barely talked these last few weeks because I don't know how to respond to my husband when he cries and says he misses her. Yeah, he misses her and wishes she was here. Then also how much he loves me and that he never intended to leave me. I asked him to visit a marriage therapist together, and he said he's not ready to go to work on our marriage. and he thinks he needs to see a grief therapist instead. I do need to give him time. I mean, do I need to? I'm sorry. Do I need to give him time to mourn the loss of his mistress, or should I demand his focus on our marriage? Why would you ask that question?
And everybody know the answer to that. You demand and you give him an ultimatum. You demand our marriage is in serious condition. I mean, serious shape. We need
Yes.
some therapy or
Yes.
whatever. She to go somewhere and let him mourn, or send him somewhere and let him mourn.
Yeah, either that or step out, because he's going to probably do it again if he was that serious into a relationship.
Right.
Because
So,
that means he really cared for this woman, for him to go through all this stress and trembling and crying
no,
at
that's
3
right.
a.m. in the morning. And like, come on, you had to have serious feelings for this woman.
You know I
Plus,
love you.
you possibly had a baby coming from her. Wow.
I just love when I come in your live streams. I love it so much, and I have to get ready to go
Oh,
see a client.
okay. I got you on
Some
that.
of the same people with these issues like you're reading about.
Oh my God. Serious?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, you should
love
do
you.
anonymous thing about them. Like, don't say names. Just talk.
Maybe one day I will.
Yeah. And when you do, just make sure you let me know. Hop in here and say, hey, look, I'm doing one.
Okay,
And I will hop
I'm
on.
gonna do a live stream one day. I'm gonna be on Angie Pooh. She invited me to be on her channel this Friday, 2:30. So if you get a chance, come
This
in.
Friday at 2
Yeah,
o'clock. Okay.
2:30. She wants to talk
2:30.
about relationships and all that good stuff.
Okay. You're in what? Central, Eastern,
I'm in
Pacific?
Central.
You're Central as well? Okay,
No,
perfect.
no. I'm sorry. I'm Eastern. I'm not Central.
Eastern.
Eastern.
So you'd be like 2:30 your time, it would be 1:30 my time.
Correct. Cause you're out
Okay.
in you're.
I'm in Louisiana. I'm
Oh yeah,
Central.
you're an
Yes,
hour
ma'am.
from behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got you. Okay, thank you, and I
You're
love
welcome,
you, and
sweetie.
I'll be
I
back.
love you too. Bye,
Bye
babe.
bye.
Bye. So, Jeanette, like we talked about this last time, what do you think? Do you have any more ideas on this crazy marriage here and how she's allowing him to make his decision instead of her making the decision? This don't make no sense.
No, I think that like you should allow people their decisions. I do think that.
Yeah, but
I think
if you
everybody's an individual, but
right,
I think that she should be making her decision separate from him because
right,
he made that decision separate from her.
right, to cheat on her and to mourn a woman and have a possible baby coming on the way, and then ends up she passes away, and then
I
she
mean,
has to hear about it after 2 days after her funeral. Like,
but was he cheating or was she aware? Because to me,
she didn't know. She didn't find out for 2 days until after 2 days after the funeral. It says it on there.
okay, because like I just get like the gist that she was aware.
She might have been aware, but she might not have been putting it forth, like, oh, I'm
Because
just gonna
like
I'm just gonna leave it alone until I know for
because
sure,
she's
kind of thing.
you know what I mean? Because she doesn't seem as upset enough to be unaware.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's something she was aware of.
Yeah. I think if she wasn't aware, that's because she was dumbfounded, or she was in shock because she found out 2 days after her funeral, which means if she did know, was she the one that caused the accident? Just saying. Just,
That happens.
hey, allegedly. Just saying, it does
Allegedly.
happen. They find out things and then they do their dirt. They do that dirt. But just I don't know. It's possible. Shay, you want to hop on here with us? You're the only one in the chat. You can hop in and talk to us.
There's too many people out there that are to like kill over somebody. I guess it happens. That's why they have Snapped.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah. Phyllis said, pick your battles and decide which one you can live with. Yeah,
Right.
definitely. Definitely. But so yeah, I just find that that's a crazy story, and I had to keep reading it because I was like, if my daughter-in-law can send me another one, I would love it. But I know she's in school, so she really doesn't have time to look for one. But if she finds another one, I'll be back and talk about that one as well. But yeah, this is like crazy how people do this. I mean, like, what you doing? What is on your I okay, so I don't understand why men or women, this is not just men that do this. Why don't they just leave instead of cheat? Why? Why do they like actually stay in the marriage or stay in the relationship instead of leaving if they're going to cheat? Because obviously you're not happy. For you to cheat, you're not happy. I don't care what excuse people use. Oh, because she did this or she did that. This is why I did that. Or he did this. This is why I did that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's no excuse for cheating. You should leave the relationship or let that person know, hey, look, I'm not happy. Maybe they could fix it before you go cheat. Not before you go cheat, but before
Right.
you leave them. Give them that option to change things that may not make you happy, that you're not happy with. And the same thing for you. They might have the same thing for you, but you don't know about it. You don't know if you're cheating, they might be cheating. You never know.
Right.
Maybe that's why a lot of people don't care when somebody cheats on them because they're actually doing it themselves. They're doing the same dirt.
Right.
I feel like it. And then the accusers, the ones that are sitting there accusing people left and right. Oh, you did that. You cheated. You're cheating. You're doing this. You're talking to this person. You're doing this to this person. And it ends up being, no, you're the one doing it because you're accusing. So that means you're the one who's doing it. Because a lot of times the accusers are the ones that are doing the dirt. Now, if it's true, then hey, they might know something that you think they don't know, but they know. That's how I feel about that one. And let's see. And then we were talking like friendship. I feel like friendship should be.
See, I don't
Go ahead.
really know. I don't really know anymore like how relationships are conformed
Mhm,
because of the advent of technology.
mhm,
So like I never like I've been married for a long time, so I didn't date during the technology
mhm.
times, but I think that relationships look different now because of that, because of the you can swipe left or like you have access to so many different people and not
Yeah,
just a person you might run into at the store.
yeah, I get what you're saying.
So,
So basically, like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram,
mhm.
Twitter. Yeah, you got a lot of social medias that you can talk to people on. Yeah, that's
Right.
understandable.
So it's hard for me to judge um that because I don't necessarily think that how do I say it? I don't think that somebody going outside of a relationship is always cheating if they have an agreement. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And I
that's
don't feel
different.
like that.
Yeah,
Does that
that's
make
different.
sense?
Yeah, that's actually different. So like when you're saying like if you have the husband and the wife are okay with both of them either being with someone else or maybe the wife is okay with the husband doing whatever and then he just comes home to her, brings her the check. Is that what you're talking about?
Right, right,
Yeah, that's like an agreement. That's not cheating. That's an agreement that they have. But some people go out of the agreement and that's when things kind of go left. So that's why
right,
sometimes you need to just keep it with you and your husband. Don't worry about
right.
bringing anybody else in because that somebody else could be what your downfall is.
And that's where I would say that opens up the door to like, you know what I mean, for people to bring down your family, and that's not a good thing
Exactly.
ever.
And I don't know what happened, but I put a heart on here and I don't know why they're saying it's not a smiling face, like a happy face at all. Like I don't know what happened here. No, cuz like you know how they post things in the chats and then you comment on it? Well, I commented on it and I put a heart for it's a serious situation that they're getting ready to talk about and I put a heart on it. And they said I was laughing. It's not a laughing matter. I'm like, I never put a laughing on there. I put a heart on it.
Mhm.
I mean, what else do you want me to I mean, I could have put tears on it, but that would be like that's not what I wasn't putting it doesn't even have a laughing face on here. It actually has four people that commented, some were hearts and some were sad faces. But do I need to put a sad face?
Right. I
Because I
just
surely didn't laugh.
it's just I know more and more people that it's not like like it was for our generation growing up as far as relationships go. So
Right.
I know that, like, I don't know if that's a change for the worse
Right.
or I don't know. I think it's selfish though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Him.
Definitely selfish.
I think he's being selfish.
You talking about the husband?
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, he's definitely being selfish. And
Because
the
he,
only and the thing is like I don't understand. Okay, so I understand what you're talking about as far as what they consider it's called open marriage or open relationship. That's their choice. They choose if they choose to have someone else and the other person is okay to have the other person can have someone else, that's their choice. But you have to remember what you're bringing into that relationship may not be the right person. Like you have to investigate them to get to if you want to get the right person. If you're into that, I'm just saying, if you're into that kind of thing, which in the heck I am, I don't believe in none of that stuff. I believe just my husband and myself. That's it. Nobody else. Never ever. If my husband was to ever think about bringing anybody into a relationship, love you 33 years plus, but bye bye because I'm not in that. I don't do that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? But,
right.
sometimes people do get into these relationships that are about the women want another man and the man wants another woman and then just like and what about this two people in with one person thing? I really don't believe in none of that because that could be your downfall.
Well, you see, like I told you, I watch like the Sister Wives, so sometimes I make jokes about it.
Mhm.
I've been watching that show for years. So sometimes I'll make like off-color jokes about it.
Mhm.
But like you can seriously see with them that they were advocating for relationships like that.
Right.
And now um the dad of all of them is kind of like worn out.
Mhm.
And it looks like he only wants one relationship.
Right.
So I mean, I guess you can see like even there it might stuff like that might not work,
Mhm.
like even in the people that advocate for I forgot what they call it, loving every I forgot the tagline,
Mhm.
shared love, whatever he says on there. So
Share love. Is that for
whatever he
people
said,
who want other people in their relationship more than
you
one?
know, you've seen the Sister Wives, right?
I don't want. No, I didn't watch that. What is that about?
Oh,
Is that a TV
so-
show?
yeah, it's on TLC. That's what I'm
Okay.
talking about.
Mm-mm.
What so the husband, it's the Browns, if you look it up, he has like 4 wives and 22 kids.
Okay.
And at the beginning they had a house together, then they
Mhm.
moved to Vegas where they had a whole cul-de-sac. Like
Mhm.
if you it's been on there for years and years.
So
And they
obviously I missed that one, and that would
yeah.
probably make me go, yeah, no. I don't watch that kind of stuff. I'm not into that stuff, and I'm not watching that stuff because I feel like a woman should be with her husband
I'm a
and her
TLC
significant
watcher.
other, but nobody else, nobody in between, nobody on either side, none of that. Because I feel like that's where people's downfall is. They end up
Oh,
losing the person that they're in love with because they fall in love with somebody else who may not be the person that they want in that relationship because they could be very toxic to that relationship
right.
on purpose. Not because, oh, I accidentally did that. No, they do it on purpose to be toxic.
I'm a TLC watcher and I do watch the Housewives too.
TLC. I like
But
Lifetime and Lifetime movies and
and all the Lifetime.
Netflix, yeah, that kind of stuff. I don't watch that. I mean, I've seen the one where they had 18 kids, those 18 the two
I
parents with
never
the
got
18
into
kids.
that one
I
really.
saw
Yeah.
that one, but that's because that's something that I'm into because that's like old fashioned for me. Like a husband and wife and they have multiple children and then those children have children and it just grows. And I love that. I actually used to watch that show on a regular, but I haven't been watching it because it almost got repetitive. It gets
Right.
boring when it becomes repetitive, you know? I mean, like, another one's about to have another baby. This one's about to have another one. This one's about to, you know what I'm saying? So I'd rather just
Really got into that, but
Lifetime and LMN. Yeah.
yeah, but with this family so far, like their kids have grown up during the years that it's been on,
Mm-hmm.
and so far their kids have chosen to be in relationships with just one person
Right.
and multiple, where I think this family, like some of the wives were raised in families where it was polygamy,
Right.
so some of the wives were raised in polygamous families.
Mm-hmm.
And
You know
I
what
think
I think about a marriage where a man, okay, the woman is just the woman. She's married to that one man, and that man is married to multiple women. He's selfish. He's thinking
right.
about about him, himself, him and his
Mhm.
sexual needs, him only. He's not thinking about that woman that he's already married to first, that he married to second, third, fourth, whatever, however many women he marries. He's thinking about him and his happy joy down below, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Just saying. They're not worrying about the women. And the women, I'm sorry to say, I don't want to use the word stupid, but um what word would you use? Not stupid, but what are you thinking? Like, what are you thinking? Why are you married to him? He's married to her, her, and her. Like 4 people he's married to. Your first wife, your second wife, your third wife, and your fourth wife. Like, or did he marry
Right.
all of them at one time?
No, I think all of them, it was different times. So one he was legally married to, and the
Mm-hmm.
other ones aren't, like it's more of a like religious commitment that they do.
Mm-hmm.
But they had one about brother husbands. I didn't really watch all of those. I think I might have seen one episode about
They're
that.
just trying to get everybody's attention about something crazy because
And I'm
I
not
don't
gonna lie,
understand that.
I was cheering for the lady.
How does
But
it work? How does it work for him? So he has one Monday, Tuesday, the other one's Wednesday, Thursday, the other one's
different days,
Friday,
yeah.
Saturday. The next one is Sunday and Monday. Like, how does that work? He just switches them out.
He would go between houses. So I think when
How
they
is
were
that
living,
okay?
I think when they
Brother,
were living
husbands.
together, their kids had
Interesting.
100% of them. But when they
Mm-hmm.
were living separately, like the kids don't have 100% of the parents. And
Mm-hmm.
that part I don't think is okay. Because regardless of what your relationship is, your children should have 100% of you.
Right. Definitely.
So
Definitely.
in that
Because
case,
I feel like it would be a lot of confusion. I know that they probably figure that like the children are thinking of this as a norm because they were brought up that way. But
they
I
do.
feel like there'd be a lot of confusion. How does I understand, like, if it's one parent, mother and father, who have a lot of children, just like with the 18 and over and
Mhm.
all that, 18 kids. I understand that part because then they know they all love each other because they're from the mom and dad. But how is it? So because it's a different mom, it's the same dad, but it's a different mom. That's a
Yeah.
half brother or half
So
sister.
they're all siblings. Yeah.
Right. But they're half. They're not
Mhm.
like 100% like if it was from the mom, is what I'm
Right.
saying. So because it's from the dad, somebody told me it's not half, but I believe it's half because it's from the dad, not the mom. Because the mom is the one that births them.
Right.
So there's no way it could be from the same bloodline. So it'd be from the mom, but not the father. So how does that work for him and the mom? How does that work? We don't use half. I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, how do they feel like when the dad and the mom are with those kids? He's with those
I
kids,
think
and then
they
he has to go back and go another day to the other kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's splitting himself up between all these different kids when he could just have a big old mansion of a house with just him and his wife and his multiple kids. I think that's what should have happened
well,
instead of
I think
having all these wives or 4
with
wives.
the half siblings, because I'm adopted, my siblings are my siblings.
Yeah.
I don't have blood connected with my siblings, you know, and then my siblings are my siblings
Yeah.
that I
She
raised
said,
up.
I don't claim anybody that can't or ain't from both of my parents together.
Huh.
See what I'm saying? I mean, but the thing is, like I said, how does that I don't understand how that would work, because like there would be a lot of confusion in that house. There's got to be a lot of confusion in that house, or the next, like when he's not at that house, where's my daddy? He's not at that house, where's my daddy? He's not at that house, where's my daddy? Like, you know what
Well,
I'm saying? A lot of
well,
confusion.
for a long time on the show, they had a cul-de-sac.
Mhm.
So they had like 4 houses
Mhm.
that all the wives owned, and he would just walk between the houses.
But then the kids would stay in those houses with the mom, correct?
No, they all interact with each other. They're all siblings.
Right, but what I'm saying is like, where did they actually, the kids, where did they live? Like the ones that were born, like let's just
Yeah,
say
they would
we
live,
got
they would live in the house with their
with
mom.
with the mom, and then the dad would go, and they would interact with each other, but at the same time, they were in different houses.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. But they were neighbors too, you know,
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean,
Like,
regardless, I don't. I understand. Like it could be in the same doggone apartment. You're still in a whole different house, a
house.
whole different house, a whole
Yeah.
different apartment. You know, like apartment 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's just say they lived in that kind of thing. You still have to go from apartment 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to see your kids. They're not all together. Now, if you got a big old house and you got everybody in that one house, maybe that'd be a different story. But because they're separated, it kind of like makes me wonder how those kids feel when he's visiting the other ones, like
Right.
not them
So
all the time, you know.
I think at the beginning that was how it was, but then Utah was going to arrest that family once they went on.
Oh,
So the attorney general.
so it's illegal. It's
It's
illegal for them to have multiple wives then.
Well, they've changed the law since, I think,
Okay.
so they could go back now. But
Okay.
back then, when that show started, they were going to
Okay.
arrest that family
Mhm.
once they came public. So they had to move out of Utah all the way they went to like Nevada, because things are more,
Yeah,
they could get away with it there.
right. So, okay, so let's just say okay, so basically they were already married prior to that rule being passed, correct? That law being passed, they were already married, right?
Right.
And then they changed it. So how about the person that sit there selling drugs, and then it makes it a rule that, yeah, you can go ahead and sell drugs. What about that guy that's in that jail that's selling drugs? Does he get let out? Because this is prior to that rule or that law being passed.
Right.
You know
No,
what I'm
but
saying? So they
there's a
should
lot
have gotten some kind of trouble. They should have gotten in some
well,
kind of trouble.
there's a lot of polygamy stuff going on that's like really, really illegal. And I think that it's like kind of fraudulent in a way. Like the guy that went to prison, I forget his name. He went to prison. He has all these wives. But he would marry like 12-year-olds.
Okay.
That's why he went to prison. And like with them, all those wives aren't married to him, but they're collecting welfare.
What?
Yeah. So one's married to him, but all the other 20 wives, I think he had like 20 wives, they're not naming who the dad is because of the laws, and they're collecting welfare. So they all live on one property, and they're collecting welfare on 20 kids. Like, think about that. Seems a little fraudulent to me.
Yeah. Hold on one second real quick. Hey, Naomi. Hey, Miss V. Hello. Joss, welcome back, guys. Yeah, so go ahead. I'm listening. I just wanted to say hi to them. I didn't want to think that I was ignoring them. Go ahead.
So that's, I'll have to show you that case. I forgot the guy's name.
That's a crazy case as well. I mean, like, I don't get it. How they allow certain things to be the way they are, and then okay, it's illegal to do this. You cannot marry more than one person. And then they go make it a law that you can, but they don't get in trouble because they were already doing it. They were already, prior to getting that law passed, they were already doing it. They should have gotten some kind of punishment for that. Some kind of punishment. Not them. Well, maybe. I don't know if they would get in trouble, but I know for him, because he married 4 women.
Well,
I think he should have gotten in trouble for that.
But there's a loophole. He didn't legally marry.
So he was
The other
sleeping with
ones-
women.
Well, it's
Is it like a marriage as far as like religion kind of marriage?
yeah.
Okay, so they haven't
Yes.
even gotten paperwork with that kind of thing. Like it's no paperwork in it. It's just basically they went into a church and they said, okay, let's do this vow thing, but not actual marriage.
Right.
Okay, I get it now. I thought you were saying they were married, and I was like, yeah, no.
Just married one, commitment with the others. Like
Okay.
a marriage.
I mean, I'm still not okay with that. I'm still not okay with that. Married to one woman and sleeping with 3 more. I'm not okay with that either. But at least now I get why he didn't get put in jail for that.
Okay, Nancy, this weekend you need to like binge watch some TLC so you can know what I'm talking about. You might be
I'm not watching them crazy people.
You might be standing up on the couch sometimes. I can see it already.
I would be yelling at them. I would definitely be yelling through the screen as if they're like right here next to me. I'd be yelling at them.
I know. I just want to videotape your reaction.
Naomi says the kids suffer forced to marry within. Yeah, they do. It's a lot of confusion in that. There's a lot of confusion in that. Hey, Miss V, how are you? There's a lot of confusion in that. Like, I don't understand why people do that to their kids. Yeah, you want to sleep with somebody else and your wife is okay with it? Do that way out of the way where the kids don't know about it. Don't go having a bunch of children with these 3 other women and you're married already. And then you go with 3 more women and have kids with them and you got them in separate houses. Come on now, the hell. Hi, Miss V. How are you, sweetie?
But the problem with that though is,
hey ladies, how are you?
Good. Go ahead.
The problem with that is if they don't know about it, then what happens when they start going to school and getting boyfriends and girlfriends? Like they could accidentally, you know what I mean?
Run into each other.
Date a sibling by accident. That
I got that. Yeah. But at the same time, no, not happening.
Right. I mean, that's why you shouldn't do that. But
yeah, exactly. Leave it with just you and your wife. And if you want to have 1,000,000 children, go have 1,000,000 children. But, not that it's going to happen because you probably break the woman's body down. But at the same time, it should just be you and your wife and your children. Not you, your wife, and somebody else and somebody else and somebody else having children with you and then living in the same facility of each other and hanging out like, hey, this is a party. No. No. That's a no-no. What do you think about is polygamy, right? Is that the word? Yeah. Ms. V, what do you think about polygamy?
I don't share. And I have a very low to no tolerance for bullshit. So
thank you.
That's why I'm single. I'm not dealing with nothing. I remember somebody very close to me saying that you gonna be single. I said, well, then that's what I'll be because I'm not dealing with no man cheating, doing all that. Look, when I was in my 20s, I didn't have patience. So I don't have it now.
Yeah, I don't.
Nope. If you need, look, and then those type of relationships, they're not even, well, okay, let's think about the one that what's his name? Polite. Everybody's talking about him right now because he essayed a girlfriend's daughter.
Yes.
Okay. Right? But he also has multiple wives or girlfriends. I heard this possibility they ain't married. He just like tell them that, but he has several wives. Yet you went and you got a girlfriend, okay? And then that girlfriend, you went after her child. So these type of guys they're just womanizers, they're cheaters, they're disgusting. They will never be satisfied. The more you give them, the more they take. Never. Have you ever heard of those relationships where they both agreed, hey, let's have an open relationship? The female likes women too, right? So in that case, they link up, they get girls, they both happy, right? But for some reason, he creeps off with the chick, the side chick, who they ain't supposed to see unless they're together. He creeps off with her. So these type of guys are never satisfied. You're doing yourself a disservice to allow that, and think that you're gonna keep this man. You're not. You're not.
Exactly.
He's not gonna respect you even more.
Exactly. Exactly. And then another thing, a lot of people think that open relationships might be a good thing. I don't know why they would think that, because let's just say you're into an open relationship and you bring someone else into that relationship, and that person is toxic and messes up everything you just got put together, what you bonded and everything. They would tear you down. So you just never know what you're bringing into your life. It's better to just be you and your husband, or you and your boyfriend, and that's it. Nobody else, not in between, none of that. Boy or girl, nothing. Just you
Yeah.
two.
If
That's what
you
it's
want
supposed to be.
respect, respect yourself first. So,
Yes.
and I
Yes.
don't give a dang on how common it is nowadays. It's not okay in respect or loyalty by accepting that type of behavior. It only
Exactly.
allows them to do more and more and more. It'll
Yep.
never be anything you can do to satisfy them. And guess what? It'll be your fault
Mm-hmm.
because you allowed it. The
Yes.
woman is who set the tone for the relationship. So
Mm-hmm. Did you hear the story about the husband and wife?
I haven't heard anything. I just got here.
Okay. I'm going to read this again, and I know everybody has heard it more than once, but she didn't hear it, so I'm going to go ahead and read it. It's not a boring thing, so it's okay. It's not too long. Let me get it.
I already know what Miss B is gonna say.
Oh, she's going to say something. All right. She's going to say something.
Wait, hold on before you read it because I got to step away, okay?
Okay. I'll
Okay.
just pull it up and be ready.
I already know what she's gonna say.
Yeah, she's not going to be happy with it. Oh, heck no. He got to go. Okay, hold on. All right, I got it up. So when she gets ready to get back on. Naomi, why aren't you hopping up? Jocelyn, why aren't you hopping up? Okay, so let me read what Naomi said. Hold on, let me go back up. Okay, so Naomi said kids suffer from suffer forced to marry within. Yes. Naomi also said we would love that, but some people don't think that way. I don't know what part that is. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. And then Josh says if Ivan, which is her husband, wants another wife, he better want to he want her to just to help with our kids. She better be for the cleaning, cooking, and school stuff, and that's it. Shh. LOL. I'm not gonna say the word. And then Naomi says, LOL, Jocelyn. And then Jocelyn says, LOL, he can call her wife for the sake of his ego. LOL, I'm laughing my eye off. Naomi says, I don't believe them girls be happy is just to keep a man. Exactly. Naomi also says, LOL, Jocelyn. And then Naomi says, yep, they take advantage. Yes, they do. And then Jocelyn said, I was just telling that to you. Telling that to you new, and is if he wants to cheat, go ahead, go cheat, but let me win this this time to go cheat. But
Right.
let me have some for it so I can be sad with money. Send me to Hawaii. Oh, okay. So basically she's like, get her the money and then she'll go to Hawaii with the money that he gets from this female. Not even that woman. Mm-mm. And then Jocelyn said, sad, there's an island there. She said, sad, there is an island, laughing my A off. And then Jocelyn says, money. Okay, I guess she was talking, the other part. And then Naomi says, saving my voice for later because I'm not for the okay, I got you. Constant threats. Got you. Okay. So let me go ahead and read this. Go ahead, Jeanette. What were we going to say before I pull this up?
Oh, I was gonna say, what does she mean by that?
We'll
find out
saving
later.
my voice for later because I'm not for the constant threat. I don't know. Am I not reading it correctly? I think I did. Okay, so real quick, let me read this, and then you can tell me. You ready, Ms. V?
I heard y'all saying y'all know what I'm going to say because, I mean, just how I started. I'm non-tolerant. I already know. Look, go ahead. Let's hear it.
My husband is mourning his dead mistress. Mhm. Yeah,
Girl,
already.
listen. Hold on. I want to say that you read. I heard this the other day. I was screaming from the chat. Like, go ahead. Remind me. That girl, that pissed me off. What? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. 3 months ago, the woman who was having an affair with my husband died suddenly from an accident. Mhm. An accident. I found out about the affair only 2 days after her funeral. I thought she was simply a coworker, and I was wondering why my husband was so disturbed and emotional. He quit his job saying it was too traumatic to go to work. She was in her early weeks of pregnancy when she died, and my husband doesn't know whether he or her husband was the father. So, on top of everything, he's also grieving for a baby which may or may not be his. I find it extremely difficult to be emotionally supportive when he wakes up at 3 a.m. crying and trembling. Yet I don't have the heart to yell at him like I want to. He says he says she's dead. There's no reason for me to feel jealous or threatened and ask for my understanding as he grieves. We've barely talked these past few weeks because I don't know how to respond to my husband when he cries and says he misses he misses her and wishes she were here. Then also how much he loves me and how he would never intend to leave me. I asked him to visit a marriage therapist together, and he said he's not ready to work on our marriage and thinks he needs to see a grief therapist. Do I need to give him time to mourn the loss of his mistress, or should I demand he focuses on our marriage? Go ahead, Ms. V. Hand it over.
The only problem is her. You know, she's dumber than a box of rocks. Like, I mean, the question that what is her question again?
Do I need to give him time to mourn the loss of his mistress, or should I demand he focuses on our marriage?
Those options shouldn't even be on the damn table. The only option he would have is to be buried next to her ass. Okay. But anyway, I'm just saying she's out of line. She's allowed this man to do that. I actually know a guy who was in a similar relationship. Well, his girlfriend, he found out she was cheating, and the guy she was cheating with actually died. And it was a debate if she should go to the funeral or not. Like, anyway, I do know somebody this kind of happened to in real life. And so I forgot how that ended, but he wasn't worth a dime either. But
I feel like I was telling Jeanette, I feel like if she gives him that chance, he's going to do it again. Because
I mean,
for him to be trembling and crying at 3 a.m. in the morning for her, he had to have had deep feelings for her.
She also mentioned a baby that may or may not be his. So
Yes.
my question is, did she say she had just found out about this?
2 days after her funeral, she found out.
She found out she died?
3 months ago. So it says 3 months ago, the woman who was having an affair with my husband died suddenly from an accident. I found out about the affair only 2 days after her funeral.
Oh, so she did clearly say after the affair. Well, you a fool, lady. Because I would leave him mourning and all. I would not care. You are not going to sit here next to me and mourn somebody else. You're not. You're not. I'm not going to be sympathetic. Exactly. I'm not. I would have left his ass. First of all, I would never be with a man that made a baby on me. I wouldn't. Now, I'm not going to say I never.
Let alone the cheating, but let alone having a baby as well, possibly, that he has a baby with this woman. I don't know if they have kids. I don't even know if they have kids. That's what's crazy.
A whole baby. No way.
and a whole
Because
relationship.
honestly, where's the baby going? Because if it's his child, if he loved this lady so much, he should be trying to get his kid, and that would be another problem for me.
He
I'm
said
sorry, I
Definitely
wouldn't
so.
do it.
he also said he wouldn't intend on leaving her. That means he wouldn't do it on accident, but it may happen.
It sounds like he's there because she won't leave. See, sometimes, like, I'm really close to the males in my family, so they tell me a lot of stuff. I see a lot of their strategies and game and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them had been in a situation where they wanted the late, they like, leave me, please. Like, it was nothing he could do to get left. And the reason why the average man don't want to break up with a woman, right? Because he don't want what come with it. He don't want the drama. So they do everything in their power to make you break up with them. So
Right.
they don't have to deal with the drama.
Right.
And so the women who refuse to break up, they do all kind of stuff, just wishing you would just leave, and they never do. So in that case, how can you blame the man? Yeah,
Right.
he was rotten for doing it, but you a
Right.
fool for allowing it. Because
Exactly.
the more you allow the BS, the more you're gonna get it. So if you dealing with stuff that you don't like, nip it in the bud. And if they
Right.
can't fix it, then move on.
Right.
If it's something that's gonna break up the relationship, but what you go into a relationship dealing with and accepting is what you're gonna deal with for the rest of your life, unless that person grows up. But why should he if you allowing them to be, how they are
Yeah.
in any situation?
And the thing about it is, if she allows him back into, like keeps the relationship going, he's gonna probably do it again. He's
It
gonna
ain't no problem. There's
most
no problem
likely,
to it. He's
most likely,
definitely gonna do it again
yeah,
because
most
you've
likely,
allowed it, and he's not happy with just you. That's why
yeah,
he went out to other women, and you
yep,
will never be able to make him happy because he's always had you, her, and her.
yep. Naomi said, saving my voice for later because I'm not for the constant threats. And then she said, you heard right, y'all. And then she says, wow, this story kind of I've seen a real life in real life. Is that what she said? And then Naomi said, oh wait, what's going on? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. She says she's backstage. Give me a second. There we go. And then let's see. Oh, it happened in real life. Okay. And then she says, do they have kids? That I don't know because it doesn't specify that they had kids or not. And then Naomi also says, so she found out after she died. Yes, 2 days after. I couldn't stay with him for my mental health period. Exactly. And she said, peace. And then she says, probably with a question mark. I'm just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I'm pretty close to sure. I'd say like 99.99999 he'll do it again. I'm not even trying to say halfway. I think he'll do 99.9999999. I'm just saying he's going to do it again because he was so deep into that relationship. Because for him to feel, trembling and crying at 3 a.m. in the daggone morning, fool, get your ass out my
He'd
room.
be trembling, all right, with this knife in his damn back.
Get out. Get out of here. Go in the bathroom. Go to the living room. Go cry. I don't want to hear you.
Like, do you think that trembling's because he's sad that she's gone, or maybe he killed her? He might have pushed her or something because he didn't want a baby.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, he in love.
Yeah, I think he's into the woman and he's having I don't know. I mean, there's possibilities of that. There is possibilities of that, but we're not going there because this is not a missing person case or anything like that. She's literally had an accident and she died. And look, I even looked at it as far as saying maybe the wife did it.
Right.
Like she caused an accident because she said he's been going at it for, like she found out 3 months. Well, not she found out. The woman died 3 months ago, but she just found out 2 days after the funeral that the woman had passed from an accident. Did you do it? Hello? What is your name? What did you do? Just saying. You don't know nowadays. Everybody doing everything to everybody.
Hey, there was a lady in Fresno.
Mm-hmm.
This was years back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was cheating.
Mhm.
and she found out the guy that she was cheating with was cheating on her.
Mhm.
So she got pissed off and she went into his house with a gun and she shot up in the air. Well, the bullet came down and killed him.
Oh, is that the one where she went to jail for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that one. That was a crazy case right there. That was a crazy case because she didn't try to shoot him. She shot in the air and it came down and got him. You know what they say? Bullets go up and they must come down, and they come down and killed him.
Well, I thought she was going to talk about this one case. This lady got sentenced to 20 freaking years because she was being abused and she shot in the freaking air. The bullet didn't shoot nobody and she got 20 years in prison
For
for a
not
freaking
shooting.
warning shot.
Oh.
Black woman.
I heard about that as well.
But I think she has gotten pardoned, but I don't know how many years she did before that happened. That was crazy.
Yep. They got some crazy ones out there. I'm not gonna even sit there and lie. They do have some crazy ones out there. Then they got let's see. They had one in Baton Rouge, and I think the wife did something. Yeah, the wife had killed him, but they don't know for sure if she did it or not. But the reason behind it was him cheating on her. But they never got the whole gist of it, so the woman never got charged. But they did the funeral. They did that big do it kind of funeral kind of thing. So they never found out if she did it or not. But the family believes she did it because of him cheating. So you never know. You never know on these cases. And then Naomi says, if he can show her his feeling, not thinking of his wife feelings, he don't love her. Yeah. He's sitting there saying, oh no, I don't want to work on our marriage. I want to get a grief therapist. I want to go to a grief therapist. The hell? You're crazy
It
as
ain't no
heck.
therapy. It's no therapy for a cheater, by the way. You know what I'm saying? That's a selfish act. That's a person that's just he's selfish. I mean, I don't know what other word to use. I don't know if it's a cure for that. That's
Yeah,
something he chooses to do.
exactly.
And if you need therapy to be honest, if you need therapy to be faithful and love me correctly, then I don't want you.
Yeah,
I'm not. It's hard for me to go backwards, even if I was not mistreated.
yeah.
Because one thing I'll say about me, and it's really sad because we was going pretty well. This guy, I mentioned it. I did like an online dating thing, which I want to do a real live on live dating, because I was talking about that and other things. But I actually met a guy through social media,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt comfortable with him because it was not through like a dating app. I get creeped out with dating apps. I think it's a desperate move. I think it's a
Yeah,
lot of creeps on there
yeah, it
that
is.
just and they just looking for some women to scam or whatever. And so I talked to him for a whole year before we even met in person or whatever. And we ended up he was more pressed than me. I wasn't pressed at all. I was fine with the way it was going, and that's the problem. He knew that I was comfortable with the long distance relationship,
Yeah,
and he wanted me to move where he was at, but I wasn't ready. My daughter was still in high school. I'm still not ready. She's been out of high school. And he
yeah.
just hit me up the other day and said he needs a wife. He Every now and then he will message me. He still loves me, but he should have been
Oh,
patient. He should have been
and
patient
faith.
with me.
Yeah, yeah.
He
Should have.
should have been patient
Yeah,
because now I don't know how to go backwards because I never have done it.
yeah.
It's just unfortunate because
Yep.
I know he really does care about me a lot. I believe he loved me because hell, it's been 5 years and he's still trying, but I don't know how to go backwards
Why not?
because he should not have did that. He basically broke it off with me,
Yeah,
telling me that you're never gonna move. I just feel like you comfortable with the way it is, and it wasn't enough for him.
yeah, yeah. He should have definitely let you have that
He
chance
should
to.
he should
Yeah,
have stayed because I
be more
really liked
patient.
him. I liked him a lot. I didn't
Did
go
you
by his
tell
look.
him? But did you tell him?
Yeah, but he
You
didn't.
did tell him. That wasn't enough for him.
I couldn't give him what he needed from a distance. but he could
Yeah.
give me what I needed from a distance. So it was a one-sided relationship to him.
Yeah.
We took flights a couple times or whatnot, but that can get expensive. He did want to
Mhm.
move here, and I didn't want him to move here because I know that he's from the South. He ain't used to the weather. He's a truck driver on top of it. Stuff I said I would never
Yeah.
date. But he
Yeah.
wasn't the type that stayed away from home. He come home every day. He was a local truck
Oh,
driver,
okay.
and so he was willing to give all that up and come here, or and then not even necessarily have to give it up, but then like driving in this weather and stuff like that. I just didn't want him to do it. I just
Yeah.
didn't. So,
I feel you.
But
I
he
feel you.
still wants you to be with him, right? Where he's at.
huh?
He still wants you to move where he's at, right? Or move with you, and you don't want that part.
Well,
Or
him moving here wouldn't be an option. I mean, I'm actually in a position now that I could do it now. I could. I really could. I don't have nothing stopping me. I'm actually in limbo right now. I'm in a process of moving.
Hmm.
We were supposed to move the stuff today, but we gonna do it tomorrow, which is great because I didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm
So what about
actually
your job?
that's
Is that like
another.
a
Well,
transfer job where you can transfer with?
I don't have a job I could transfer, like be able to work for the same people or whatever, but the field that I'm in, I could find a job.
Okay.
But that is another thing. I'm like, oh, it's scary to leave my job. But well, 2020 I've dropped the part time because of
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how I'm able to do what I'm doing with the businesses and this and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I had to wean myself from my job, and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Who knows? That might
So
he might come back
actually, to be
around.
honest, he was right though. He was right though. I wasn't gonna. I thought I was. I was saying I was, but looking back, I wasn't gonna move. I wasn't. I'm too scared. I'm scared now.
Yeah.
so, like, if he was right, then why not give him a chance?
Because now I'm doing other stuff. I'm working on myself, trying to get my business off the ground, and I don't have time for no man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's now my excuse.
Yep. You keep coming up with them though. That's for sure.
Yeah, but it's a good one. I
Yep.
think
It's a good
he'll knock
excuse.
me off of what I'm doing
Yeah.
because he's a man, and we all know men are needy. He'd be like, wanting all my attention. I don't know, y'all. I'm a
Especially
mess.
if you guys haven't been together for a while. Of course he's gonna want your attention.
2015.
Yeah. That's 6 years.
That's a long time.
Hmm.
That was the last time I was with anybody. I'm just gonna put it out there too. I ain't been with nobody since.
Whoa.
Nope.
That's wow. Okay.
And that's why I'm so hardened when it come down. I can't even say that's why, because I've always been the type that wasn't needy. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no
Yeah.
man next to me, or like I don't
Yeah.
need a man to make me feel complete and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a sexual person. Like, well, if I'm in a relationship, yeah, but if I'm
Yeah,
not,
right.
I can turn that off.
Yeah.
I can
I
turn it
got you.
off.
I got
So,
you. I got
yeah.
you. Yeah.
Anybody else want to confess some things? This is confession.
Right. Let's do this confession thing. What about you, Jeanette? How's it going for you? I'm just kidding. She's married.
I'll save my confessions for another day.
Yeah, I'm good on my end too. Past 33 years, so we're doing great. Doing great. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, he does like it. Like he doesn't like it when I stay up all night with Naomi and whoever else I stay up with. He's like, you just be on that YouTube all night, and I'm like, I'm trying to get monetized, bruh. I'm trying to get you retired. I don't want him to have to work all these years. I want him to get retired. It's a struggle to get in this thing, but I know it's going to take some time. I already heard it's going to be like years before you see anything as far as money wise. But hey, I'm trying. It's not something I'm going to give up on. I'm going to keep trying.
I mean, and not only that, it's therapy for you. You know what I'm saying? I know you enjoying it, and even
Yes.
with me, I started out not really liking live streams at all, and shying away from them to like actually being excited to do it. Even though I still had that little part of me that be like, okay, I ain't gonna go live today. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, right.
But I do think about YouTube when I want to say something, or you know what I'm saying. It's addicting,
It is addicting. Very
and
addicting.
so it's easy. It's a fun job. It's a
Yeah.
job that don't feel like a job.
Yeah. And I wish Naomi would go on earlier. So if you're down there, Naomi, drop the time to an earlier time, because for you it may be 7:30 your time, but for my 30 is like my time is 9:30, or your time 5:30 is my 7:30. If we go on for like 3 hours, that's cool. But then 4 hours and things, I have to kind of shut down after a while, because I don't want my husband to leave me over no YouTube. Just saying, he doesn't get he doesn't get any of my time, and I
No,
need
you
to
just
get back on
gotta.
that.
You just this is where we just get on our own schedule. You know, you do what you can to support and support, but you can't mess up home to support.
Right, right. Yeah, definitely don't want to do that. No. So I mean,
So I
he's
mean,
cool with it as long as it's not like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. He's good. He's good. It's just when it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, he's like, you're just getting in the
well,
bed. You
I
know, you got
mean,
to get
it
up at
was.
3:20. That's
That's
only
how I've been
2
catching y'all
hours.
because y'all been late.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one night I was up till like 4 in the morning,
We have been.
and I was like, "How did that happen?" And my youngest is talking about me, like, "You're on that again?"
Yeah, that's my husband. As soon as like he just called me a little bit ago, and he's like, can you ask and see if Trey's upstairs? And I was like, okay. So I called, and yeah, he's upstairs, and he's like, oh, okay, can you tell him? I said, can you call him? He said, I don't know if I have his number. And then he just goes, okay, bye. And he hung up. And I know he was like, wait a minute, is that more important than me that you're on your live? That's when I got off, and I was like, oops, yeah, my bad. Oops. But yeah, I sent them the number, so he called them. But I don't like doing that where you're like calling somebody and telling them something, and you're in the middle, you're like the middle person, and something doesn't come out right, or if I say the wrong information, then I'm at fault. So I'm like, I don't like doing that. So can you say it directly to him? Like what needs to be done or what needs to be taken care of, because I can't do that. Naomi said, what are you talking about? I go on at 3, go to sleep. Wait, go on at 3 to sleep if you gotta. LOL, I can only go on when I can. Sorry. Girl, I'm just playing. Oh, there goes Jeanette. I'm just playing with you. Don't get your feelings hurt. I sorry. No, I actually I do like try to support as long as I can. Like last night was perfect. We went to bed at a good time. It was a good time for last night. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, pretty good, but I kind of like have to lean off of that.
Yeah, I got sleep last night.
Well, I kept doing my what you call it. I got into bed and I didn't like go to sleep, but I got into bed and started doing my background and my thumbnails till I got really exhausted. Because I got so used to staying up like till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So when I got into bed, it wasn't like I just went to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of like, that's it. I'm going to sleep after I started doing my pictures and stuff, my thumbnails.
Yeah, I have to run some errands, so when I get up here to the store, I might have to jump down, but I'll be back.
Okay. I won't be on too much longer because Naomi, what time are you going on, babe? Hold on, let me see what time she's getting on. I know I seen something on it. Because all I got to do is make sure I cook the food, and when he gets home, his food is ready. But I could be on after that. Let's see. I thought I saw something. Am I tripping? No, it is going to be on. Let's see. Schedule for what time? 1 p.m. October 1st. Oh, okay. Okay. I thought it was from today. I'm tripping.
I can't believe
I know.
already October.
I know. It's close to, well, it's not there yet, but it's coming. What? Today is what, the 29th?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we got 2 more days? Or is it 1 more day?
Yes.
1 more day. We got 1 more
One
day,
more
and then
day.
we're going to be in October. That's crazy.
Mhm.
That is crazy. Yes, I know, baby. I know you're exhausted, and I wish you would have listened. That's why I got to stop doing it, because your body, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you a little story about not getting any sleep. And it's not an exaggeration at all. This is a true story, absolute true story. I'm not giving any names because I don't like putting anybody's names out there. So this kid was 15 years old, getting ready to go on 16. Okay. He played video games for 24 hours straight, like no sleep. His body crashed, and he ended up going to a mental hospital because he started seeing things that weren't even there. So the parents had to keep going in and out of the hospital to visit him. And there's only a certain time that you could visit them. So it's like you see your son one day, every day. You can see him every day, one day, but it's only 1 hour, which is crazy. But this is what the parents had to do. So that's why when I saw how exhausted you were, I got really worried, Naomi, really worried. I'm not saying that you would be in a psych ward, but I'm just saying it's just your body will crash on you. You're going at 3 p.m.? Okay, at 3 p.m. your time, right? Or let me see. At 3 p.m. your time, that would be 5 o'clock my time. So do you understand why I'm saying I worried about you? I was scared for you because I seen that. I seen how exhausted you were. You were just so tired, and I don't want to see that again. It worried me. And like I told you, I'm like your mother from another mother. Just saying. If I didn't care about you, I'd have just let you stay on that live and that whole time and do whatever you're gonna do. But yeah, that's because I care about you. So, Jeanette, you on your way?
I have to go to the store up here real quick and check for some stuff, but
Okay.
I'll jump down when I get here.
Okay, sweetie. Miss B, you heard what I said?
What you say?
Did you hear what I said about how when your body just, you lose all control of your body, like you just end up crashing, your whole body just crashes on you?
No, I wasn't listening because I was doing something.
Okay, so
That's
basically
happened to me.
it'll happen. There's no age to this. There's no age for this body crashing. If you
I've
don't
never
get your
had that
sleep.
happen though, if that's what you're asking.
So, I mean, like, have
I've
you
had it.
stayed like 24, 48 hours straight though?
I used to work like 18 hours at a time. I used to work a lot.
Okay, so your mind was probably more of working, but I'm talking about like gaming or being on a computer for 24, 48 hours straight, and that
Well, at
person's
work,
body
I'm on
crashing. Huh?
me being at work, I am on a computer.
Oh, you work
So,
on a computer at work?
oh yeah. So
Okay.
I mean, I've never experienced it, but I could imagine it though.
Yeah, your body can actually crash, and it can
I've had
put
it.
you in a hospital.
I've had it where when my daughter was going through it, she'd wake me up at like 2 in the morning. I wasn't going to sleep because she wasn't sleeping. When she doesn't sleep, I can't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's so shock. So I get it.
Yeah, and I hope you do. Naomi, that you start doing it at an earlier time or whatever you need, whatever you need to do, but definitely not do all those hours because I really think you need your rest. Plus, you need to be there for Sai, and I don't want you to be exhausted. It's just not a good thing. It's not a good thing to go through all that. But I have to work over 30 hours straight, but I can't. I'd sleep for 2 days. What? You worked for over 30 hours straight, but sleep for 2 days? Well, you got some rest, but like you literally have been like for 3 days, you've been going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny, and you didn't stop. And that's why you end up
Right.
getting
You knew
sleepy.
I gotta cut out. I'm sorry to cut you off. I gotta
Oh,
cut out. I'll come back if I can.
okay, babe. If I'm still on here, I'm not going to be on too much longer because I got to go and cook.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye.
sweetie. Thank you for
See you,
coming, though.
Jeanette.
All right. Bye, babe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just worried about her, And I'm not saying she doesn't know no better. It's just that she's just hardworking, and she's always doing trying to get information out to everybody so they can see what's going on. But she's not. She needs to take care of herself first. I mean, you got all your hours, and I know you're working on getting all your subscribers and getting these people to donate. If anybody's in here, please donate to Naomi. Money sign Naomi China D, just like her name, and that's her Cash App. Donate to her so she can go and see these, go to the sites for people who are missing, or there's cases out there that she's going to be working on. Remember what I used to do? We didn't know and could track the time. Yeah, you actually did not track your time. You were just at it, hours and hours and hours. But yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
if you guys,
call her today and do that.
okay,
So I'm gonna. I have to figure out my Cash App. I think I
do you have
tried to
PayPal?
download it
Do you
before
have
and I got
PayPal?
scared.
Do you have PayPal?
Yes, but
Okay, send it to my PayPal and I'll send it to her.
I downloaded the Cash App last night, and it says
Okay.
that I've had it since 2019. But I wanted to wait, and because I have a card I only use for online, and I didn't want to connect it to my I didn't want to connect it to my when I get my direct deposits, because I think when I downloaded it, it said that there's a lot of scams on that app. Is that true, or it's good?
You talking about Cash App?
Yeah, but this was in 2019, so now
Okay.
I'm hearing people using it all the time.
Yeah, there's people using it. I mean, it's up to you how you do it. But if you're having trouble with your Cash App, just send it to me. Hold on, let me tell it to you. I'll tell you what it is, and then I'll send it to her. Okay.
I'll call you when I get back. Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
cool.
I'll call you when I get back home.
Okay, babe.
Because I'm here
you
right
got my
now.
number?
So
You talking
I'm
about
gonna,
Insta? I mean on you talking about on Messenger?
I have. Yeah,
You got my number?
I have you on.
Huh?
I have no.
You might have to text
I have
it.
you on my. I have you on Messenger.
I don't know. On Messenger, right?
I got all the way over here. Don't. Yeah.
You want me to send you my
I
number
have you on my Messenger.
on my regular number, or do you have it?
Yeah.
I sent it to you before?
Send it.
Oh.
You can send it by Messenger.
Going in and out, mama.
I'm here in like the hour.
Hold on, let me see if I sent it.
Go back to work.
Yeah, I didn't send you my number. I'll go ahead and text you my number, Jeanette. Because I don't even see it in here.
All right.
I'll send it to you. So
I'll
just
see you
call me
later.
directly on the phone and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
All right, sweetie. Okay, guys. Let's see. Who's in here? Let's see. Like I said. Okay, so there's like 3 people in here. I don't know who's in here and who's in the bushes and who's not in the bushes, but like I said, donate to Naomi, money sign, China D, like her name on here, and you get a ticket. There's 3 in here, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish there was more. So you could get a ticket for $5, or you can get 6 tickets for $20. I mean, she's got other ones that you could probably get, but as of right now, this is what's going on. Did you want to do the ones from last night, or are you changing it? Hey, Faith. Or Shay, I'm sorry, Shay, sorry. Did you want to use the one from last night, or the one like the one I just said? So I'll drop the link in the chat. Hold on. Okay. That's her name. Hold on. And if you want to, you could put $1. You can send $1, $2, $3, $4, whatever. But if you send $5 or more, you get tickets. But if you put $4, $4 and less, you're getting anything. But you will be able to help her go to cases and show you guys like. I don't know why I put an @ sign. I'm sorry. Fix it. Hold on. I'm gonna fix it. It's a money sign, guys. I don't know why the @ sign always pops up on my thing quicker. If I press it too quick. All right, here we go. This is what it is. Money sign, not @ money sign Naomi China D. And like I said, you're gonna send. You could pay if you pay $5, you get 1 ticket. If you do $20, you get 6 tickets. An error occurred. Wait a moment and try again. What? We're not worrying about that. I don't know why I did that, but okay. You guys can see that, correct? You see the money sign, Naomi China D? I don't know why it shows that it was an error. It's not an error. All right, so that's what you can do. Help her get to those cases. Help her be able to find out information for everybody that she does her lives with. And you're tired? Yeah, I'm tired, Touche. Yeah. You need to get you some sleep before you get on. I mean, it's going to be a little bit, you got a couple of hours of sleep. Oh, no, you got to go pick up your son pretty soon, too. Anyway, so yeah, that's what you could do. Send to Cash App, Naomi China D. And if you don't have a Cash App, you can send it to me, to PayPal, to my PayPal, and I will send it to Naomi. Let me see what it is. I hope it did change. But I believe it's youknew2021@gmail.com, which is the same thing that you see that's going across the screen. Okay. What girl? I know you're not talking about Angelica, huh? Oh, these people are just so annoying. How's she going to sue you? For what? Yeah, for what? What is she going to sue you for? Okay, so I hit my 2 hours for today. Naomi, I'm about to call you because no, we're not. I don't think she can do anything. You don't have to say it on your channel. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm gonna call you, okay? All right, you guys. I'm about to get off and go talk to Naomi. But like I said, money sign Naomi China D. And that's her Cash App. And if you want to send it to PayPal, if you don't have a Cash App, then you can send it to my PayPal and I will send it to her once I receive it. It's youknew2021@gmail.com. Thanks. Bye, guys. See you guys later. See you tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow.